Hi, this is Allie Bolgart, and for my Community of Interest project, I interviewed Adam Coolhouse, who is a VP of Learning Design at Getting Smart, which is a consultancy that helps clients define the future of learning or the future of work and implement policies, programs, change management to support that client in achieving their vision for the future. Adam and I actually met because we were working on a client project together back in 2018 to define global guidelines for the future of learning for one of our clients. Um, I was really working from the physical space aspect, while Adam worked from the curriculum, policies, instructor recommendations aspect of it. And together with our client, we set together guidelines that would be used around the globe for schools or for new schools opening up. So, through this presentation today, I'll run you through Adam's expansive experience that he's had, as well as his expansive education, as well as some of his advice for future learning designers. So, Adam started his career with a special education undergraduate degree, and he immediately used that in a school where he got the opportunity to develop a community based special education program. So while there was already a special education program, the team was working to bring in community partners to provide learning experiences for the students. So, partner with a grocery store or with a bank and, design different learning opportunities for the students to get out of the school and have, real world experience. From there, Adam then was brought on early in the development of a new high school, and he was able to design the learning experience from the curriculum to how teachers would be hired and teaching, as well as consulting on the space for that new high school. And eventually Adam then went on to be a teacher when that project was completed. He then identified his love for learning design and got a master's in curriculum design while he was also teaching avid. And from there he then was became a high school principal where he had the opportunity to design a school within a school. So again, he had another great time looking at a smaller program that he could implement in his school, test it, see the success of it, how are the learning outcomes being defined and evaluating them, and then see if it was applicable to apply to the rest of the school. And during this experience, he also identified an interest in leadership development and went on to get a master's in that as well. And he really says that throughout this time of his career, he was really given full autonomy to explore different ideas and test things. And that's truly what he found to be most successful about his experience. From there, he then was offered a different job at a high school in his home district as assistant principal. But more than that, he was offered the opportunity to design 17 non traditional high schools that would be opening up in the area. And this was really exciting for Adam coming off of his two master's degrees. And he was actually at this high school and in the district long enough to see the first one of the high schools opened that he was able to contribute to the full design. And then getting more closer to today, he is now, or he was a principal at Montessori School and also doing leadership coaching on the side. And also, this is where he started collaborating with Getting Smart by being a consultant. And this time in his career was really about seeing beyond what you know, both for Adam, but also through his coaching experiences and the people he was coaching, and also with the clients he was consulting for through Getting Smart. And that brings us to today, where he is the Vice President of Learning Design at Getting Smart. His main or his primary role is really to consult with clients across the nation. He travels about half of his time to different client sites, and he also uses that opportunity to go and visit interesting schools in whatever state or area he's in. He works with a team of about 10 people, some of which are centrally located, and some are also working remotely from states across the nation. And Adam says this is definitely one of the most challenging parts of his job. Being a leader within this firm is that making sure that everyone's staying connected and building relationships internal to Getting Smart when really no one's in the same place at the same time because of their travel and home locations. And then also, in addition, he is an editor on the Getting Smart blog, where he, as well as his colleagues and visiting writers, post about trends, best practices, their client experiences, and anything that they're researching or finding interesting and seeing in the market. So I definitely recommend taking a look at that. I think it's very interesting. And then some of the more, typical things that he does is obviously project management, and all of the services, and he's offering his clients and calls and check-ins, and all of that kind of work as well, in addition to his client opportunities. And so, what Adam recommends as advice for the future for anyone interested in learning design is very much grounded in his experiences that he's had so far around consulting, coaching, and learning design. And so his recommendation around consulting is really about building your network. And he said this is really more than, just being a consultant. This is for anyone. And building strong, close relationships and partnerships is critical to his success. And he would recommend that for anyone else as well. Not just, people but people you rely on for resources and information, as well as, that should go both ways as well. So, having that network to reach out to when you have a question or trying something new. For coaching, he recommends that everyone find a mentor. He said, find a mentor that provides you with autonomy. So maybe someone outside of your organization who isn't, really focused on organization goals, but more focused on you and you exploring. And then also pushes you to new opportunities. Adam got to many of the places he's at today through his mentor, either pushing him or identifying opportunities for him in the market. And then finally, for learning design, he says really explore and learn and specifically read outside your area of expertise. So don't just read a bunch of books on learning design, but read about neuroscience and change management and physical space design and, whatever else it is that somewhat interests you, and then bring those learnings to what you're doing. And finally, Adam's advice is to be vulnerable. He said he's had the most successful and interesting experiences when he is able to say to a client or a partner, I don't know, but let's figure it out together. And creating that partnership of exploration together has been very successful for him in the past, and also positions Getting Smart as a true partner and not just someone who you go to for advice every once in a while. So that's Adam Coolhouse, and thank you.